People, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another live stream and your daily Chelsea transfer update. And it's a big day. We are making our Conference League debut, but that is not the important stuff, guys. There is loads to dive into. As things stand, Victor Osimhen is unlikely to join Chelsea. That's as things stand. Chelsea's only want a loan. Chelsea will not be signing Victor Osimhen on a permanent deal this summer. As things stand, that deal is unlikely to go through. But of course, things can change. But Chelsea only see it as a loan deal. Noni Madueke could leave if a good offer comes in for him between now and the end of the window. We've also got the latest on all the Raheem Sterling stuff as well. Fabrizio Romano was asked as well who he thinks Chelsea might go for if they're not going to get Osimhen. And he mentions John Duran. The club could potentially go back in for him, which, I mean, it can't be ruled out. It almost feels like we went full circle on Osimhen. We could easily be going full circle on John Duran. You just never know. And also, guys, Romelu Lukaku is very, very close to joining Napoli. Very, very close. There's another meeting in London today. It might have already happened. It might be happening now. I don't know. But Chelsea and Napoli are very close to an agreement. Chelsea don't want it to be a loan because they've only got 2 international loan spots left. Let's wait and see kind of what kind of a decision they come to. That is reportedly very, very close. Napoli and Chelsea meeting again in London today in order to try and get that deal done. And then only then, once that deal is done, they will potentially start discussing a deal to take Victor Osimhen to Stamford Bridge at this point in time. A big up to everyone that's locked in, guys. Make sure you're smashing that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. Over 100 in the building already. Big up to every single one of you locked in, people. Smash the likes, subscribe. Let's say hello to a few of you lovely people in the chat, and then we will get the show on the road. Just get Osimhen on a permanent. It's not as simple as that, brother. If only if it was that simple. I told you we weren't getting Osimhen. We have Felix to play striker. Brother, Felix is not going to play striker. Well, he might play as a 9 potentially, but that's not going to be our number 9 signing. If we don't get Osimhen, we will get someone else. I'd be staggered if we didn't bring in anyone else this window in the attacking positions. I'd be shocked. I really would be shocked. It literally wouldn't make any sense at all. Duran's all right, you know. Like, I'm not saying, you know, I'll be shouting from the rooftops about it, but it wouldn't be a dreadful signing. It's just not really a signing that would take us to the next level. Because we only want him on a loan deal. That's why. We won't with loan with obligation. No, loan with obligation would be fine. You know, Napoli would accept a loan with an obligation, I think. That's absolutely clear. Need a striker in before the window closes. Yep, I hear you. No, at the moment he won't. But when he's faced with a decision where, I'm not staying at Napoli, I'm going to have to take a wage cut to go somewhere because he's not staying at Napoli. So whether the only place he won't have to take a wage cut is Saudi Arabia, and if he at 25 years of age wants to go to Saudi, that's on him. But if he wants to stay in Europe, unless PSG come back in, this man's going to have to take a pay cut. And the closer it gets to the end of the window, then he'll start to realize that actually, do you know what? Shit, maybe I actually need to change my demands. Guys, there's so much in here. I can't read all this. If you want to guarantee your comment gets read out, please do use the super chat function. I'll have to just go to the bottom here. Lukaku and Gilmour to Napoli. Yep. Conte's good manager, but I mean, Napoli, they just lost their first game 3-0 in Serie A to fucking Hellas Verona. So, yeah, I mean, that hasn't exactly gone particularly to plan, has it? No striker won't change anything at Chelsea. Look, we need a striker. If we don't get a striker, we've still got enough quality to finish in the top 4. It would just seem like we're taking, you know, unnecessary risks in my view. But there would still be more than enough to finish in the top 4 without a striker. But we should be looking to sign one. You know, we should be looking to sign one. Simple as that. Yes, big up, brother. No, I've got the time to do all these different platforms. You know, I've you know, full-time job. do this, go to the games and stuff. I haven't got time to be doing multiple different platforms. Maybe in the future. I still don't see top four. No, I think we're more than good enough to finish in the top four. That's not a delusional take at all. The squad is arguably better than it was last season. We're going to get rid of Sterling, and we've added Pedro Neto to the mix. Joao Felix has come in as well. You can't tell me the squad is worse than it was last season, because it's not. It simply isn't. Osimhen is very smart. He'd sense some club coming in for him, maybe Saudi. Otherwise, he'd. No, I don't think so. I think he's just literally waiting. And then if nothing comes in, then he's going to have to accept to move away. That's the reality. Tony was not in the Brentford squad. No, he wasn't. No, bro, I don't think they are. Al Ali in Saudi are in conversations with Tony. I don't know if he's going to take the Saudi move. I don't know if he's biding his time. Maybe, some clubs are waiting, to go into next week, final week of the window, and then they're deciding, right, we're going to go and, do some sort of a move here. That's definitely a possibility. Why not? We finished above them last season. Zirkzee, De Ligt, Mazraoui, and fucking Lenny Yoro doesn't suddenly take Man United from 8th place to 4th. They need a lot more than that. All we needed this time was a good goalkeeper, centre back, and striker. Instead, we went full circus. Fair enough. Anyway, let's get into the main news, guys. Victor Osimhen, as things stand, Victor Osimhen unlikely to join Chelsea, but that's as things stand. So, of course, things can obviously change. But this was from The Athletic, Simon Johnson. A possibility of Victor Osimhen joining Chelsea before the deadline next week is remote as things stand. Well, remote as well. Remote's like that's crazy. That's like, fucking hell, this is unlikely. Chelsea are only willing to consider a loan, something which does not appeal to either Napoli or Osimhen. Well, I'll tell you what, brother, it will start appealing to you when you've got nowhere else to go. That's when it will start appealing to you. I get it. Chelsea don't want to shell out loads of money. They'd rather it goes on the books, on next season's books, rather than this season's ones. I don't think we're in a position to spend 80, 90 million pounds on one individual. So look, I get it. We're sticking to our stance, and ultimately, this is a high stakes game of poker. It's a chess match. No one's showing their hand right now. They're just waiting until you can't really wait any longer, and some sort of compromise has to be reached. And I think a compromise will absolutely be reached on this one. And whether he ends up at Chelsea or not, I don't know. I hope we've still got some other options on the back burners, just in case this one doesn't work out. And look, people saying it's a one-horse race, or it seems like a one-horse race. Trust me, there'll be other clubs monitoring this situation. Not many. Saudi know, they just need to wait until the end. PSG even though it's been reported that PSG might not come in, you can't rule them out coming in. They would pay his wages. And look, the longer it goes, a loan with an obligation, suddenly becomes a very, very attractive proposition. People talking about Ivan Toney, look, I'd be up for it. I think it would be a good move. Financially, it wouldn't cost an absolute fortune. But ultimately, I feel that deal's there to be done. Now, unless Chelsea are waiting until the Victor Osimhen thing is not going to happen, and then they'll move, I don't know. But for me, it feels like if Chelsea were set on Toney, then they would have already started to make that move for him. Because let's have it right, guys. There's not long of the window left. I also wouldn't be surprised at all if we end up going back in for Duran either. These things are a funny way of working themselves out. I really wouldn't be surprised if we went back in for Duran. I think Chelsea definitely want a striker. I just don't know who it's going to be. I just don't know who it's gonna be. That's the problem. But this article saying, where is it? The possibility of the 25-year-old Nigeria international joining before the deadline next week is remote as things stand. Chelsea are only willing to consider a loan. Yep, Chelsea's priority over the next days is trying to get players out before the window shuts next Friday, not in. So Chelsea's priority is not incomings. Chelsea's priority is very much outgoings. Look, this Osimhen one is a no, look, it's never as bad as what people make out. It's never as bad as what people like to make out. People like to make out it's all sort of doom and gloom, and this is the worst club, worst run club ever. Oh my God, we're the worst run club in the world. Look, there's a lot of things that aren't right at Chelsea, but the way that Chelsea gets portrayed in the media compared to other clubs is mad, absolutely mad. I promise you, it's a madness, people. It is a madness. No doubt about it. No doubt about it whatsoever. The Chelsea hate is real. The Chelsea hate is real. I can't wait to see, right? Mate, this is not me. This is just an opinion. It's just an opinion at the end of the day. I'm not saying I don't know anything. Bro, I've criticised the owners many times, but I don't think things are as bad as what people say. Yeah, it's not great, but people make it out like we're owned by like the worst people in the world. They've come in, they've made a lot of changes, they're trying to do something. The main thing is at least they're prepared to invest. How many ownerships have we seen in the past? I don't mean at Chelsea, but in general, where owners aren't prepared to spend. And this idea that people think the rot has set in. The rot has set in since this ownership came in. It's just not true. We haven't competed for the Premier League since 2017 when we won it under Conte. So can someone tell me, please, how the rot's just set in now? The rot set in after we last won the Premier League. Simple as that. We've been nowhere near competing for that. We somehow managed to win the Champions League thanks to Thomas Tuchel. That group of players had no right to win that Champions League. And now we're this decline, whether it was Roman still here or not. At the end of the day, if Roman was still here, Tuchel would have been sacked when he was sacked anyway, because we were doing dog shit. And this demise, maybe it wouldn't have been as bad. I don't know. But Chelsea have been on a downward trajectory for a number of years. So I don't, bro. I said at the time the Champions League win will do more harm in the long run than people think, and it allowed people to think that everything was fine at Chelsea. That this squad was really good. It wasn't. Tuchel galvanised a group of players that managed to perform to a level that they've not been able to reach in their careers since, the majority of them. And we've been on the demise under Roman. People just think that Roman was some sort of perfect person, we love him, absolutely love him. But let's not pretend he was perfect. The recruitment towards the end of the Roman era was dog shit. We've not competed for the league since we last won it, of which 2 seasons under this ownership, 4 or 5 under the last one. So let's not pretend that this is a new thing that's set in. I'm the first person to criticize this ownership, but let's not pretend that this demise has suddenly come because these guys have taken over. This has been waiting to happen for a long time. Yeah, I don't know how we did it. I don't know how we did it, but we managed to put some sort of a run together. I have no idea how we did it. We spent over $1 billion and still don't have a world-class striker. Yeah, no, of course. Yeah, I absolutely get that. I'm not disputing these things. I'm not disputing these things at all. I'm not disputing it at all. There's a lot of things that haven't been done correctly, but there's also a lot of things that have been done right. We have signed some very good players. No one can tell me that the likes of Nkunku, Palmer, Gusto, Caicedo, Lavia, that these guys are not good footballers and they're not good signings. Bro, this is what I was saying. I said this at the time. It made people think how Chelsea won a Champions League with a front three of Havertz, Werner, and Mount. That's something that should be studied. That's something that should be studied in schools. That is ridiculous how he managed to do that. Because that front three has no right to be winning a Champions League. And we somehow managed to do it. Look, a lot of money's been wasted. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. A lot of money's been wasted. But I just think people are. Yeah, we were in the Champions League. We were in the Champions League. Sure, but the landscape has changed in the league. The league's a lot more competitive now. Chelsea aren't competitive at this point in time. But the rot set in well before these guys came in. It's just the Champions League, which is fantastic, and we absolutely love that, papered over the massive cracks at Chelsea. This is it. The Champions League win made people think we were Romelu Lukaku away from winning the Premier League title. And that's just simply not true. Look, every club wastes money. This is the thing, right? I understand that too many. Look, we're all grateful for what Roman's done, right? All of us are very grateful for that, and we will be forever. But constantly living in the past and going on about what it was like back then is a waste of time. That's not Chelsea anymore. It's new ownership. We're going in a new direction, and that's that. If people want to be stuck in the past and keep talking about the past, then that's up to them. But it's not helpful for anyone. It's not going to change anything. It's not going to change anything. We did try to get Haaland. We did try and get Haaland. And it's easy to say we just should have paid the money. I think it was. If we were going to get Haaland, it would have had I think we were close. I think we were close, but the finances were ridiculous. The finances were outrageous. Now, looking back, you could say, well, maybe it would have been worth it, but knowing our luck, Haaland probably would have been shit for us. Probably would have been shit for us. But yeah, look, you're going to get some transfers right. You're going to get some transfers wrong. That's the way the cookie crumbles, people. Some will be good, some will be shit. That's always how football's been. Without the war and sanctions and Lukaku interview, we might as well challenge for the league. That's it. Well, we could have done. We never know. These owners spent $1 billion and can't even compete with Aston Villa. Look, Aston Villa had a very good season last season. Absolutely agreed. But to say that Chelsea can't compete with Villa just isn't true. We've look, they finished above us last season. Okay, they're a club on the up. But this idea that Chelsea can't compete with Aston Villa is just not true. I think the writing is on the wall for this lot. The fans won't stand for this too much longer, turning us. But people blinded by Roman, people, when they talk about Roman, refuse to talk about the bad things. All they do is talk about the good things. They refuse to talk about the bad things. And it's a blinded view. It's not an accurate representation. Despite everything that happened last season, we should have finished in the top four. Injuries and a lack of consistency cost us a place in the top four. At the end of the day, when it's all said and done. So we didn't do as badly as what people think last season. We absolutely didn't, guys. By the way, people, there's over 300 people in the building. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new round here as well, guys. It's free and it takes seconds to do. Heading towards 11.3k. Greatly appreciate it if you could help me on the way. But yeah, guys, with 15 likes from 100, smash the like button, guys. Let's get to 100 likes as quickly as possible. Everyone's crying. I see what is happening. I'm positive about the season, but the fan base and the media is so reactionary. Yeah, and the fan base is going to be a massive problem this season, you know. Already after one game, we've got people groaning about the style of play. People need to realise that Maresca's been brought in, he's been appointed to play this style of football. This is the style of football we are going to play. So if you don't like it, either don't watch it or change your view on it. Yeah, bro, all opinions are accepted. Whether I agree with people's opinions or not is a different matter. But all opinions are welcome. It's a game of opinions, and yeah, I'm more than happy to challenge people on their opinions. I'm more than happy to be challenged on my opinions. I'll never police anyone's opinions or shut or shut people's opinions down. But you know, there's a time and a place for voicing frustrations, and partway through the first game of the season under a new manager absolutely isn't it. Absolutely isn't it. Brother, message me on Instagram. That's a reminder. I haven't forgotten about it. I'm waiting for the third kit to drop. And then once that's dropped, which is pretty soon, but message me on Instagram, bro. I've not forgotten. I'm waiting for the third kit to come out. And then pick which one out of the three you want to have, bro. And then we can sort it out. I've not forgotten, though, brother. Don't worry. Drop me a message on Instagram. And yeah, the third kit I think is going to be out in the next few days, next week or so. And then once all the kits are out, I wanted to wait till all the kits are out just so you could kind of have a pick of which one you wanted. But yeah, I haven't forgotten, bro. Drop me a message on Instagram to remind me, but I've not forgotten. You're also right. There are many teams in England to cheer for. Back the club. Look, I'm not just for backing the club for the sake of backing the club, but you know, when you're in that stadium, you need to get behind. You got to get behind the team, get behind the boys. You know, that's what you're in there for. That you know, the fans and the crowd plays such a huge role in performances on the pitch. You know, positive energy really spurs the team on. But negative energy can have the complete opposite effect. And when you've got players last season, like Caicedo saying he prefers to play away from Stamford Bridge, yeah, that's when you've got problems. That is absolutely when you've got problems. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, Mikel Moreno, here we go. Bro, look, we need to forget about this Ivan Toney business. I look, never say never, but it can't be ruled out. It can't be ruled out. But I would say it's very, very unlikely. Very unlikely. But you know, we shall wait and see. We shall wait and see. But it's a high stakes game of poker at the end of the day. High stakes. Yeah, bro. That's always the way. That's always the way. You know, it always seems to be one rule for Chelsea and one rule for everyone else when it comes to reporting and all that sort of thing. Yeah, there's a chance, bro. There's a chance. You know, I'm not ruling it out. I'm not ruling it out. It's a two-way thing. Play better on the pitch. Yeah, of course. But how can you expect to perform well in a shocking atmosphere when you're getting on players' backs for every misplaced pass, or if they're trying to build up from the back, or whatever it is? But yeah, anyway, let's move. That was one bit on Osimhen. Fabrizio was added a little bit more on Osimhen. Chelsea only want Osimhen on loan in the final days of the window, and Osimhen doesn't want to go on loan as of today. You know, it's all the same kind of recycled stuff with Osimhen. But on playback, Fabrizio was asked who he feels Chelsea might go for in a striker if they don't go for Osimhen. And he's put, my feeling and experience in the final days of a window is that clubs usually return to someone they already appreciated. I give you an example. Chelsea still appreciate John Duran. But let's see. This is just my experience of what clubs have done when they need a player in the final days. This is true, and this is a fair point. Yeah, I've never got it either. I've never got it either. I don't know. I don't know what purpose that serves, because it's not helping the team and it's not helping that player. You're booing a player that you want to contribute to the team to get a good result. It doesn't make any sense. And look, everyone's right to has a right. People pay their money and they've got a right to express their views. Fine, but yeah, it literally doesn't make any sense whatsoever, guys. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. For me, booing players. I don't get it. I really don't get it. But anyway, Duran, it's a possibility. I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't say so, because Duran's much more proven. I would say he's not proven at Premier League level to an extent, but he's got Premier League experience. Duran's definitely is more proven right now and is more polished than Omorodion is. There's no denying that. But I suspect that Duran will probably stay at Villa. This late in the window as well, they'd have to bring someone else in. They would have to bring someone else in, but there's very, very little time left in the window in order to do that. So this is my point. There's very little time left in the window to do that. So if you're going to be taking players off other teams, you've got to find some sort of replacement. You have to find some sort of replacement, and the clock is ticking. So for these teams, I mean, Disasi's not staying. I don't know. Yeah, that's different. If you're booing a team at half-time or full-time, that's different. But if you're booing like individual players of your own team, that I never agree with that. I never agree with that. But this is going to be very, very interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to be. I don't know what we're going to be looking at. In terms of who it might be. I really don't know. It is going to be an interesting one. I mean, Duran, Ivan Toney. I don't know. It could literally be. It could be a random name. Could we go for a Santiago Jimenez? Could we go for? I don't really know who else is out there, because if it's not Victor Osimhen and it's not Ivan Toney, then the pool of players is going to be interesting to see who we go for. I like Jimenez. I think Santiago Jimenez is a good player. But right now, if people are talking about good enough, then there's not many options available. There's not many options available. Victor Osimhen's the obvious one. Victor Osimhen, if you're talking about players that could be ready to do the business now, Osimhen and Toney. Other than that, it's slim pickings. And look, people mentioning Jonathan David. If Chelsea wanted Jonathan David, that deal would have been done by now. Although maybe we're looking. Maybe we're just reassessing. I don't know for certain. No, we're not looking. We're not looking to big buy. It's gonna be a loan. Well, a big buy. I think Chelsea would pay 30-40 million pounds for a striker. But if we're talking like a big striker, like an Osimhen, for example, even an Ivan Toney, I think there would be a loan. There would be a loan with an obligation if we went with that. I think there'd be a loan with an obligation. That's what we're going for now. Loans with obligations. Yes, big up. I think we're going to make a late move for Toney. Well, yeah, we're going to have to get our skates on though. If we're going to do that, because he'll accept the Al Ali offer. Soon if we don't get a move on. But bro, what's gonna change in January? What's going to change in January? There's not exactly going to be any proven strikers available in January, and then you end up paying the January premium on players, which you don't really want to be doing. You end up paying a January premium. Can I agree with you on what? What am I agreeing with you on? Did I believe we would sign Osimhen? No, I never thought we would sign Osimhen. No, I never thought we would sign Osimhen. I never fully believed it. There's an outside chance, you never know what's going to happen in the final week of the window, but there is absolutely an outside chance that we could sign Osimhen. But if we're being honest, that probably isn't going to happen. That probably is not going to happen if we're being really honest, guys. We're 350 in the building. 124 likes. This should be on 200 likes. Easy. What are you, man, playing at? Come on, people. Smash that like button. Run this up to 200 likes. Should be easy money, people. Should be easy money. And guys, we're 40 subscribers away from 11.3k. Let's get this done today if we can. There's 355 in the building. There's definitely people in here who aren't subscribed. So, guys, please hit that subscribe button. It's free. It takes seconds to do. Let's try and get this to 11.3k. So run up those likes to 200, guys. And please keep hitting that subscribe button. I would be forever grateful. Let me know when we're on 200 likes, guys. Let me know. Yeah, he's not bad. Yeah, we have spent close to 100 mil on Neto and Felix, for sure. Chelsea should stop saying they need Osimhen on loan deal and rather sign. Bro, we can't. Bro, I don't think we're in a financial position to be splashing out 80, 90 million pounds or whatever it might take to get him. Bro, you can have Sterling if you want him. Nah, bro, I don't see it happening. I think Sterling will see himself at a higher level than Villa. I think they'll see him as a higher level. Cloudlake can't even get a sponsorship. Yeah, look, I think with a sponsorship thing, it's not ideal, but I understand it from a degree where they don't want to sign a long-term sponsorship deal because you can get a lot more lucrative sponsors once you're in the Champions League. So they're looking for a short-term solution and then sign a long-term one, once we're back in the Champions League. Hopefully it's not long. Yes, big up to Jimmy Severa. Big up, brother. Welcome to the channel, bro. Bro, that's such a big risk, though. Such a big risk. I can't state how big a risk that really is. It's a huge gamble to be doing that. A huge gamble. And it was one that puts a lot of pressure on Nicholas Jackson, a massive amount of pressure on Nicholas Jackson to lead the line. And it's going to put pressure on Guiu, who doesn't need that pressure on him, a young kid. It's going to require Felix and Nkunku to do some stints down the middle, which is not really ideal. Look, Gyökeres again. Look, that's all gone very, very quiet. So Gyökeres at the start of the summer, there was quite a lot of talk about him. But yeah, now there seems to be very, very little talk on Victor Gyökeres. We just need Osimhen. It would be yeah. If we did get Osimhen, that would be huge. That would be huge. No, we're in that kind of position. But we chose to buy previous kids for an absurd amount of money. Just one way of looking at it. Bro, he absolutely isn't. Pretty sure he scored more Premier League goals last season than all your team. Maybe Saka was the only one that scored more. But he scored more Premier League goals than every Arsenal player bar Saka. So, yeah, good one, brother. And yeah, maybe try not to bottle trophies again this year. Maybe the league, you might win it. Probably not. FA Cup, no. Carabao Cup, no. Champions League, no. In your best moments, and you're still winning the same amount of trophies as us. The Sassy for Isak. Bro, we're not getting Isak. We're not getting Isak. Osimhen will happen. Loan with obligation to buy if we make the Champions League. But that's a big if we make the Champions League. It's a big if. Napoli will probably want, some sort of a bit more of a better obligation than that, I would imagine, because there's no guarantees that we're actually going to do that. Do you think any PL player wants Chelsea? Yeah, of course. Chelsea's still an attractive proposition, whether people agree with it or not. Osimhen transfer so drawn out. Yeah, bro, I hear you. It's long. It's felt like long. bro, Isak's not coming. Not coming. No, but if it's with an obligation and the closer it gets to the end of the window, he might not have a choice. He might not have a choice. He'll just have to accept a loan. That's the reality of the situation, guys. He'll just have to accept a loan if that's the case. He'll have to accept a loan deal. That's kind of that's where we're at right now. But yeah, look, whether it's Duran, Tony, I really don't know. But anything is still on the table right now for Chelsea. Seemingly, anything is still on the table. And let's hope we can get some good news over the last 10 days of the window. We're going to be very, very busy on this one. Very busy, because that's how it goes. It's going to be busy outgoings, incomings, maybe one. I don't see any more incomings than just one, unless it's a couple of kids again. But yeah, look, it's a striker incoming, and there we are. We're getting Osimhen. The owners know the fans demand Osimhen. If they want to win, the fans bring us Osimhen. Bro, let's wait and see. Love it how he's got Giroud as his pick, right? But Giroud left Arsenal and come to Chelsea and actually won serious trophies. Classic. You've got our Champions League winner as your display pick, bro. Have some shame. Yeah, very busy on outgoings. Osimhen would be my first choice and Tony my second choice. Yep. But yeah, I honestly couldn't tell you what's going to happen, guys. I honestly couldn't tell you what's going to happen. This is it, bro. For some Chelsea fans, there's no pleasing them. For some Chelsea fans, there is just no pleasing them in any way whatsoever. No pleasing them. Yeah, that's how some people look to live. That's what people want to do. Then that's fine. But it is draining being constantly negative about the football club. I don't know why people do it. In terms of other news, I mean, I'm not sure why Chelsea would do this. I don't know if anyone's planning to come in late on in the window. But the future of Noni Madueke, obviously he had a positive pre-season. Then, of course, he was an unused sub in the game against City. Fabrizio reporting that no concrete update on Madueke, but he could leave if a good proposal comes in for him. Again, as I've voiced before, my major concern is that Chelsea can't get rid of Sterling and they end up selling Madueke. Now, that's obviously changed slightly since this news came out, over the last 24, 36 hours on Sterling. I'm more confident that Sterling goes now, but I'm wondering whether there's going to be a situation where maybe a Newcastle might come in. We know there's been links with Newcastle. Would they just come in near the end of the window with a big offer? I know Chelsea would probably want 50, 60 million pounds for him. So I don't know if anyone's going to pay that, but it's going to be a very, very interesting one. A very interesting one on this. I hope we don't do it. I hope we don't do it, because I think it would be a massive shame. Bro, the Sterling thing, right? I was saying it on the show yesterday. Like, Sterling, not only did Sterling feature in pre-season prominently, he had a half decent pre-season, and Maresca spoke of his importance to Chelsea during pre-season, and now suddenly he's frozen out and he's not the type of winger that he wants. I.e., he's been told that Sterling's not part of the plans and he's going, whether he likes it or not. That's what's happened here. That is what's happened here. So people that are saying, "Oh, Maresca's ruthless," no, he's not. that he's been told that Sterling's not part of the plans and he's leaving, and he has to accept that. You can't. Neto is probably the only transfer that I'm pleased with this summer. That's the reality. Joao Felix, I hope it does well, but I remain to be convinced, and I hope I am convinced. But yeah, Pedro Neto is the only one this summer where I've gone, yeah, okay, fair play on that, fair play. No, I'm talking about during pre-season. 50-year Baron run. Bro, we'll win a trophy before you. Trust me. Even if it's the Conference League, we'll still be lifting silverware before you, man. We will still be lifting silverware before you, man. Guys, we're edging closer to 200 likes, people. We're still 40 away. 337 in the building. Big up to every single one of you that is locked in. Love for all the support as always. Please keep smashing that like button, guys. And please keep hitting the subscribe button as well. We are 35 away now from 11.3k. That is very, very doable. So smash that like button and hit the subscribe button as well. Join the channel. Let's get this to 11.3k, guys. We can do this. 350 in the building still. Do you think Neto's better than Felix? Yeah, as a winger, yeah, but they're different players. I know they're both attacking players, but they're different types of player. They are different types of player. But yeah, look, I would be very, very, yeah, exactly. Pep was ruthless with Joe Hart, right? And the way that was reported, he's got this ruthless ambition to win. And then Chelsea do it with a Sterling and a Chilwell and whatnot, particularly Sterling. And it's like, oh my God, it's the worst thing in the world. Chelsea are so out of order. This has happened all the time. Where's the outrage at Juve banishing Federico Chiesa? Barcelona got rid of Deco, Ronaldinho, etc., etc. They binned off Ibrahimovic after a year. This is like, and Joe and Pep comes in, gets rid of Joe Hart straight away. And and he was ruthless with him, and that was applauded. But because it's Chelsea doing it, that suddenly it's a massive problem. Bro, it does happen all the time. It happens all the time. Happens all the time. This sort of thing in football. I'm not saying I agree with it, and I'm not saying it's right. But this happens all the time in football. My son is 16 and he wonders what the big fuss is about Arsenal because he's never seen them win a big trophy. That's because Arsenal don't win big trophies. You have to go back a long way. Yeah, I know Maresca's not taken that Sterling decision. I'm fully aware of that. Fully aware that Maresca hasn't taken the Sterling decision at all. We all know that. We're all fully aware that Maresca has not taken the Sterling decision. Nasri was also sent on loan at City on deadline day and gave his number to Gundogan the day after. Oh, I don't remember that. But yeah, look, Madueke, hopefully he plays tonight. I think he probably will. I was surprised he didn't feature at all against City. I'd expect him to at least feature tonight, even if it's as a sub. I would expect him to feature for sure. It's going to be interesting to see kind of what teams put out. But yeah, I hope Chelsea don't sell him, because if you're selling Sterling and Madueke, right, then you're left with what? Mudryk, Palmer, Nkunku, Felix, Neto. You're left with those five, aren't you? Unless I'm missing someone. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm missing someone. But yeah, you would be leaving yourself a little bit. You're leaving yourself a bit short, I would say, if you get rid of Sterling and Madueke. So yeah, we will wait. We'll wait and see. We will wait and see. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure of them. You know me from chat, and you know I rate Sterling. I still do. He's better than Mudryk and Noni, bro. I'm not seeing it on Sterling. Sterling hasn't done anything at Chelsea to warrant the contract that he's on, and he's not done anything to suggest that he deserves to still be at Chelsea. I don't know, that might seem harsh, but he's 29. He's on massive wages. His contract doesn't fit the contracts they're offering at the moment, and he doesn't fit the age profile either. And he's not been performing to a level that is good enough for a player like him. You know, he's not performing to a level like that. Yeah, bro. Who signed Tuchel wanted Sterling. Tuchel wanted Sterling. Yeah, that is true. Tuchel did want Sterling. Yeah, bro. I wouldn't be selling. Yeah, but the way they see it though is that he's 23 years of age, and there's a huge upside. Sterling is not going to get any better as a footballer. He's not. He's 29 now. He's not going to get any better as a player. That's the reality. He's not going to get any better. Pure and simple. Pure and simple, guys. He's getting no better. Yeah. No, I will do that. I will do that. Yeah, exactly. You know, this is the harsh reality. Sterling is in decline, and he's on extortionate wages. So yeah, whether people think it's fair or not, or whether people like it or not, it's time. It is unfortunately, it's time for my man. It's time for my man to go. Time for my man to go. And that's the reality. Yeah, bro. It doesn't kick off for another 3 hours, and it takes me 20 minutes to get there, so we're good. Plenty of time. Plus, yeah, I don't exactly need to be there hours before kickoff for a Conference League game. Definitely doesn't need to happen. So yeah, I will be there. I'll be leaving in about half an hour or so. But yeah. No, bro. I think look, whether Madrid works out or not, I don't know. Yeah, fair. No, respect the hustle. Respect the hustle. You know, hour and a half is long. It is long. I don't know how many of these guys are going to go. Yeah, look, I think if Madueke were to leave, I think someone else would have to come in. That's my opinion. Strongish, I'd suggest. I think you just want to get this game done. Get this game done. You know, in terms of the tie, and then you can play. And then you can play, obviously. And then you can play the. And then you can play. You can play like a heavily weakened side in the second leg. Yes, there'll be half an eye on Sunday's game against Wolves. There has to be. There has to be half an eye on that game. Guys, we're still 25 likes away from 200. There's still 340 people in the building. Let's keep smashing that like button. It's free. It takes seconds to do. So please do run it up. Please let me know when we're at 200 likes, and keep subscribing to the channel as well if you're new around here. We are 34 away from 11.3k. Let's try and get as many of those done as we can. But guys, keep smashing that like button. 35 to go. No, 25, sorry. So yeah, let me know when we're on 200 likes. There's loads of people that haven't liked the video. Mudryk and Madueke have the combined football IQ of a raw potato. Slightly harsh, but fair enough. Yeah, no, bro, I wouldn't be selling Noni. Absolutely not. No. It's not like that. It's not like that. Definitely not like that. What else are we looking at here? Hit Arsenal fans where it hurts the most. We have 2 Champions Leagues. They'll never have one. I don't think so. Chelsea should sell Cole Palmer instead of Sterling. Yep, good one, brother. Bro, I'll take any win tonight. I mean, I've got no idea how good these guys are. Obviously, be respectful. Don't disrespect the opponent. You should never disrespect the opponent. But yeah, I can't imagine these guys are great. I can't imagine they're that good. But yeah, look, that's the Madueke stuff. Chelsea obviously working on outgoings. Chilwell, Sterling, they have to leave. That Leicester want Datro Fofana. Apparently, that's not really pushed on. Napoli, we need to get rid of Lukaku. Fuck knows right now what's happening with Kepa Arrizabalaga. I've got absolutely no idea. It's all gone very quiet on that front. Hopefully, maybe Chelsea just end up paying off the final year of his contract, and he ends up going, and he just ends up leaving on a free or something. Because right now, the Kepa situation is crazy, because we're like a minute, we're sorry, not a minute, we're a week away roughly from the end of the window, and yeah, and here we are. Kepa seemingly has gone nowhere. Has gone absolutely nowhere. So yeah, I've got no idea. I don't know what's going on. You know, I don't know what's going on with him. But yeah, there is a lot to do. There's a lot to do. Chelsea got like 4 goalkeepers. We've got more than 4, brother. There's a lot of keepers that need to be moved on, but I think they will be moved on. I don't see any issue with that. I'm pretty confident they will be moved on. Pretty confident they'll be moved on. But yeah, let's do a little little team lineup predictor, because people in the chat obviously want to see a team lineup predictor. So let's do it. Let's do it, guys. I'll be fuming if we don't see Jorgensen in goal tonight. Absolutely fuming. Because that should be an absolute no-brainer. An absolute no-brainer. Gonna go for some rotation tonight for sure. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. We're gonna go rotation. What the fuck's going on with this? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, rotation tonight. But I wouldn't rotate too much. Not too much. Right, let's bring this up on the screen. Guys, what do you want to see? Who do you think, deserves a chance? Let me know. Because for me, we go straight in. Jorgensen in goal. Oh, that would have helped if I was typing. Jorgensen in goal. I suspect that Jorgensen in goal. I think Gusto's going to have to play right back. Even though Reece was named in the squad, he's not going to play. I think Maresca confirmed that yesterday. But then the rest of it's kind of up for grabs. I think for me personally, I would be that's what I think I'd go with. I'd probably go with Badiashile and Tosin for the Badiashile Tosin for the centre back pairing. Fofana's obviously been left out the squad. No issue with that at all. Colwell, I think let's just go for a rotation. I'd go Tosin and Badiashile. And then it's tempting to play Cucurella, but I'd like to have a little look at Renato Vega here. See what he's about. I wouldn't mind seeing Renato Vega play in that position there. I mean, Vega's a shout. People going to Sassy and Tosin. It'll be Tosin and someone else. Let's wait and see. Am I going Romeo Lavia again? I probably am. Maybe I rest Caicedo. I'm not sure. I think I would go with this. Lavia, Enzo, Dewsbury Hall. That's what I would personally go with. I don't think that's that bad. I don't think it's that bad. It's got Palmer on the back for anyone that's interested. Yeah, of course he has, because he played for Basel last season, didn't he? Yeah. No, I think it was cramp that he had. Potentially, Lavia could be rested. There's a chance. He has started every game under Maresca, all the preseason games. Maybe he will be. Maybe it's Enzo deep. We go Caicedo and Lavia's on the bench. I don't know. And then I wouldn't be starting Palmer. I know there's a temptation to start him. Enzo did play 90 as well. Maybe he doesn't play. I don't know. It's all up for grabs, isn't it? Maybe I don't know. I think Enzo will play go Dewsbury Hall, and then I'll go with this. Madueke on the right. Mudryk on the left. I know that he'll probably play Jackson, but in this sort of a game, I'll be playing Mark Guiu. That's what I would personally go with. I get it. They need minutes. But you know, as do other players. You know, even if you want to bring on Palmer and Jackson as halftime subs or bring them on in the second half. Yeah, of course. There's Neto as well to throw into the mix. Maybe he starts. Yeah, fuck. You know, there's actually a lot of options here. A lot of options that suddenly appear, don't they? You know, there's a lot of options here. I think Neto might be on the bench again. You know, I don't know that for certain, but I think Neto could be on the bench again. But let's see. He might not be. He might not be. You know, he might not be, guys. But yeah, guys, we're still 8 likes away from 200. Keep smashing that like button, people. There's 293 in the building. What do you mean doesn't score any goals, bro? We're not going to struggle to score goals against Servette with this. There'll be goals. There's goals in this team. Look, I think Jackson will probably play through the middle. Maybe Palmer starts. Maybe one of Palmer or Neto starts. You know, or he could surprise us and he could go really strong. Felix is not in the squad tonight. I think he's going to be presented on the pitch at half time, but Felix is not. It's not in the squad. Felix not in the squad. But yeah, I don't know, people. I don't know. There's a lot of options suddenly. There are a lot of options here. So I'm excited, guys. I'm excited. There are numerous options for us to deploy. And I'm looking forward to seeing some guys that we might not normally see. There's going to be an opportunity for, you know, to hopefully see some goals, confidence boosting performance. Yeah, I think next Thursday I'd imagine he's in. There's a chance he plays against Wolves on Sunday. But look, I think this is a good opportunity to see Jorgensen. Honestly, I'd be stunned if Jorgensen didn't play. Like, what is the point in playing Robert Sanchez in this game? What's the point? Makes no sense at all. Could be Lavia, Carney, KDH. It could well be. Carney's in the squad, which is maybe surprising to some. Given he's not played since the Celtic game, though, I would be surprised if he ended up starting. I wouldn't expect him to start. But you do never know, guys. You do never know. This is the thing. It's very difficult to know. But yeah, I can't see Cassidy staying. Look, there's loads of players. Like I said, I'd love to see Chukwuemeka play. You know, I'd love to see him play. But I think that's a pretty good sort of guess of what we might see. But maybe Neto does start. Bro, I think Jorgensen will play in this game. I think Jorgensen will play. I don't see how he doesn't play. That's just my opinion. I don't see how he doesn't play. What is my score prediction? I think we win this game maybe 3-1. I don't think we keep a clean sheet, but I'd go for a 3-1 for me. Going 3-1 Chelsea would be my one. But let's wait and see. Let's wait and see what happens. Bro, I don't know where you're getting 6-0 from. I think that's a little bit bold. What's clear is Maresca's given time to players who had big injuries last season, so expected to see Lavia and Kunku Fofana every game is wishful thinking. Yeah, I agree. Fofana's not playing. He's not even in the squad. Maybe Lavia won't start. Maybe it'll be Enzo playing deep with Caicedo, Dewsbury Hall, or maybe it'll be Enzo playing deep with Chukwuemeka, Dewsbury Hall. I don't know. I wouldn't say go with the strongest, but I'd say go with a strong lineup. We are obviously playing again on Sunday. There is going to be a quick turnaround. There's no disputing that. There will be a quick turnaround on this one. So we just have to wait and see. But that is my team. I personally think we win this one 3-1. You know, if we're having problems in the fucking Conference League, then serious conversations need to be had. You know, we can't be having doubts tonight. I mean, seriously, we cannot be we cannot be saying that we've got doubts for this game tonight. We simply can't. Let's wait and see. But I'd be shocked if we were having issues tonight. I just cannot see it, people. I cannot see it. Us having issues. But maybe I don't know. Maybe we are. Maybe we will. But I personally don't see it. I personally do not see us having issues tonight. If we do have issues tonight, it's a problem. Yes, big up, brother. Hope you're enjoying your holiday. Yeah, I think the only way you can watch the game in the UK, I think the only way you can watch the game is by paying $4.99 for it. I don't think there's another way of watching it, guys. Which is kind of crazy. People keep smashing that like button. We're now over 200, but let's keep pushing for more. 261 in the building still. 30 subscribers away from 11.3k. Let's try and get there as quickly as possible, guys. So keep smashing that subscribe button and keep running up those likes. Thoughts on Gallagher? Yeah, look, it's a shame he's gone, but he's got himself a great move. Somewhere he's going to be appreciated, somewhere he's going to be loved. He's playing for a massive football club, Champions League. They're going to worship him. So yeah, you know, there we go. If he experiments and it ends up like the Wrexham game, bro, it's not going to end up like the Wrexham game. No, exactly. I don't know why people are concerned about having issues tonight. You know, there's surely no way we're going to be having issues against fucking what do you call it? Against these man. There's no way. There's simply no way. There is other ways. Yeah, there'll be other ways as well. How are you going to watch this? I'll pay $4.99 for it. Actually, no, I won't, because I'll be doing a watch along for Chelsea Fan TV in the studio. So I will be watching it there. So that's where I'll be next Thursday evening. Watch along Chelsea Fan TV in the old studio settings. That'll be me. But yeah, that's my team. I like that. You know, I would like to put Neto in, but I'd also like to see Mudryk. We've got so many options, guys. This is the thing now. We've got so many options. So many options. And yeah, he's got a tough task to fit them all in. There's going to be some disappointed players, not just tonight, but you know, throughout the course of the season. There's going to be some disappointed players, but that's how we. That's the thing, isn't it? That's the thing. There's going to be a few. There's going to be a few in there. There's going to be a few, but that's part and parcel of being a big club. You know, there's going to be things. There's going to be things that, you know, there's going to be players that aren't happy. There's going to be players that are going to want to be playing more than they do, but that's the way it is, isn't it? That's the way it is. So we shall see what happens on that one. We'll see what happens, people. I don't know. I don't know. Disrespecting that? No, we're not disrespecting Napoli. Loan with an obligation. If that's what it is, fine. Straight loan, agreed. Disrespectful. But loan with an obligation, I don't see any. I don't see any disrespect with that at all. I don't see any disrespect with that. No, bro, Tosin is in the squad. It was an admin error that he was left off. He's in the squad. It was just an admin error by UEFA that missed him off. He is absolutely in the squad tonight. He's in the squad tonight. He's in the squad. But yeah, it's great to have options. That's how big clubs roll. Mudryk, Neto, Felix, Madueke, Palmer, Nkunku, Jackson, maybe a top quality striker we can add to the mix. Please, please, please. But yeah, guys, we've got exciting talent at the club. We've got exciting talent at the club, and no one can tell me otherwise that we don't have exciting talent, because we absolutely do. We absolutely do have exciting talent, and I will not be told otherwise, people, that there's not talent and quality in this team. We've just got to find it. We've just got to find it. We've just got to find it. Just got to unlock it, get it to gel together. But I'm confident. I'm confident. Look, I think if this ends up being the team, I mean, I'll be surprised if this is the exact team. But I think that like this would be good. This would be good. But yeah, I think Neto could definitely start. There's no doubt about that. Offensively, we're stacked. Yeah, I agree. I don't think the pool of centre backs is particularly good, guys. Yeah, you might be able to. You can watch it on the app or on the Chelsea website. I'd imagine you could screen share the app to the thing. I don't know. Yeah, bro, I don't even know what a Conference League intro is. I don't even know what the Conference League intro is. But yeah, there we are. I don't even know what the Conference League intro is. But yeah, I will hear it tonight for the first time. Buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. Conference League debut. This is history in the making, guys. This is history in the making. Chelsea, Stamford Bridge, Conference League playoff. This is a historical moment, guys. Historical moment. Is it? Whoa. Down out. Now. I thought that was the Europa League. Or maybe it's the Conference League as well. Yeah. I'll report back, people, on the anthem. I'll report back. I don't know. I've got no idea what it's going to be like. But yeah, there we go, guys. There we fucking go. Guys, we're 25 subscribers away. We're 25 subscribers away from 11.3. Let's try and get it to 20. Come on, people. Keep smashing that subscribe button if you're locked in. Would really appreciate it. Please keep smashing the likes as well. It's free. It takes seconds to do. Oh yeah, there won't be I won't be doing the I won't be doing the vlog. I'm not doing the vlog on this channel tonight. I've got to do the vlog for Chelsea Fan TV, so there'll be no vlog tonight on my channel. The vlog will obviously return for Wolves away on Sunday, but I've got to do the vlog for Chelsea Fan TV tonight. But it is only first leg Conference League playoff, so I don't think we're going to be missing too much. But yeah, I'll be doing the vlog for Chelsea Fan TV, so there won't be a vlog on my channel tonight, but there'll be a match reaction which will drop tomorrow morning once I'm back from the game. Yes, evening, brother. Big up. Looking forward to seeing you later on Chelsea Fan TV. Yeah, appreciate the support, bro. Ricky, welcome, brother. 3-0 win for the Blues tonight up the Chelsea. I hope so, bro. I hope so. Guys, what else are we saying? Yeah, Conference League massive, we need to take it seriously. We have to be winning it. And as I said, as Michael says here, it gets you a place in the Europa League next season, which there is no guarantees we'll get that through the league. So we need to be taking it seriously and we need to be winning it. Simple as that. Will there be a stream tomorrow? Yes, there will be at some point tomorrow. I don't know what time, but there will be a stream tomorrow. Yes, there will be a stream tomorrow, guys. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Imagine if we bow out of nowhere. That'll be mad. Yeah, if we go out, that would be crazy. I'm not even thinking about that, though. But, yeah, guys, I'm going to round this one out here, get myself ready, get down to the ground. Yeah, love for the support as always, people. Thank you so much for all the people that are tuned in this afternoon. It's greatly appreciated. Good numbers today. Big yourselves up, guys. Yeah, let's wait and see what happens in the next 24 hours with Chelsea transfers, etc., etc. But big game tonight. Let's get this tie put to bed. Let's see who can, step up, put in a good performance, maybe put themselves in contention to start against Wolves. And yeah, guys, I will catch up with you lot tomorrow. Match reaction and a stream coming tomorrow. So make sure you're tuned in for that content. And yeah, guys, thanks for your support. Smash the likes on the way out. Subscribe on the way out as well. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy the game. Up the Chelsea and peace out.